don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show. I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach. Put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a kid, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my...
As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out in Power Field at Mile High in Denver. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Indianapolis Colts and the Denver Broncos. To the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Darnold looking to start with a pass. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A first down throw, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. A throw on the money there to Doolin. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, and they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now Darnold. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Lance now on first down. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okuregunam. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Lance looking to throw it. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And Lance's throw there complete to Hamler. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Triple 38. Fight 60.
Now Lance again. Sets up the screen to Gordon. Room here to run. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
They run the option here on first and 10. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Lance now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 69 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Darnold. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's got some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 96 yards rushing now in the opening quarter of this AFC Championship game.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off of play action, Darnold. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Bradley Chubb buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And Darnold just beating the play clock. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Randy Gregory in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
In motion comes the tight end left. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. And now the Colts call out their field goal unit here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Sutton. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go.
The Lance going to throw. Open man, and again it's Sutton. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action. Now it's Lance. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. In motion left goes a tight end. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 112 yards on the ground in his first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 18 more yards there and another first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach, or probably his agent too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
52 Black Ultra.
Throwing now is Lance. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Ready.
Lance going to sneak it, and he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
And they go the wrong way here, knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here's Lance to throw it. And this is taken in by Hamler for a Bronco touchdown.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
McManus's point after is good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Darnold. And this one complete to Doolin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10, Taylor now. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get him. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one.
Big play. One of these days you'll learn to play this ball. Let's go.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And they will not get a chance to return this one. end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
After the interception, here's Darnold. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile.
And he is going to have a Colts first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser at fullback and let him get the job done.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Colts take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback.
And cycle. Watch out now, 50 Fury.
Full false start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks running with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And Lance now to throw. He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Shot, 17.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. Now Lance. Over the middle, complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort. Turn it into a successful play.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Striker, 3-3.
Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Open man Hamler, that's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 14 yards there on the Denver 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Ready. Go. Set, go.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He'll get that complete to Alberto.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
38.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
KJ Hamler,
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Broncos have cut it back within a score. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he has hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Darnold. And that is incomplete here.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run with Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Taylor.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Quick slant, that's caught by the 5'11" Landry.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Again, he's got that man Landry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
What is this?
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 6. Now a give to Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 170 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
On 2nd down and 4. Darnold throwing the out route incomplete. It's Pierce. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Throwing quickly, Darnold, that's complete. Touchdown, Colts! Ashton Doolin from 8 yards out. And the Colts will add to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17. Rigoberto Sanchez, the kickoff for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance delivering again to Gordon, and he's got him again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Let's go.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Lance looking to throw it. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Ready?
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
Here we go.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Lance. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Quiddy Pay getting in there and burying him behind the line.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal.
Ready?
The Lance going to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. 186 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time. And that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts. And
keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, We're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They run once more with Taylor. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Okay, ready?
From the 27, Lance. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Here we go.
They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Now Lance.
The Looking left side, and it's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Lance looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you can see what they were trying to do. Just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties, not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is, ends up throwing the interception.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. The Colts are champions of the AFC as we sign off here and say goodnight, everybody.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers.